and welcome to People's Voice on VOP Television, where the stories that matter most take center stage as we continue to amplify the voices, concerns, stories, and perspectives of the everyday Nigerian citizens. That's you and I. I am Adefunke Jaisimi. And today on People's Voice, we are taking a deeper dive into the latest appeal from a former member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Honorable Idimogu, who has declared that no one can fight the government and is seeking a political solution to end Nnamdi's trial. But before then, let's look at some news stories. Let's begin with health. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, NCDC, has reported a concerning outbreak of Lassa fever, with 836 confirmed cases across 21 states and 105 local government areas in Nigeria. The case fatality rate stands at 18.7% higher than the 17.3% recorded during the same period in the year 2024, about a year ago. Unfortunately, the disease has claimed 156 lives in 2025, and the most affected areas and states are Ondo, Bauchi, Edo, Taraba, and Ebonyi states, accounting for 90% of confirmed cases. Ondo State has the highest percentage with 33%, followed by Bauchi with 23%, Edo with 17%, Taraba State with 14%, and Ebonyi State with 3%. To combat the outbreak, the NCDC has deployed rapid response team to affected states and launched training and fellowship programs. Essential commodities such as ribavirin, personal protective equipment, and thermometers have been distributed to affected states. There's something very important, which is public sensitization, which a lot of efforts are already up to ensure that situations within all sports local government areas are curtailed as early as possible. But despite these efforts, challenges persist, including late presentation of cases at healthcare facilities, poor health-seeking behavior due to high treatment costs, and poor environmental sanitization in high-burden communities. To prevent further spread, the public is advised to practice proper food storage to prevent rodent claims against Miss Comfort Emancing and reducing Kwamwan's flight ban to 1 month. So report says that the federal government has withdrawn its criminal complaint against Miss Comfort Emancing, the passenger accused of unruly behavior aboard an Ibom Air flight, and reduced the flight ban imposed on Fuji music star King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal, popularly known as K1 the Ultimate. Minister of Aviation and Aerosport Development Festus Keyamo SAN announced the decisions on Wednesday following consultations with stakeholders in the aviation sector. According to the minister, the resolutions were reached after reviewing the incident, considering appeals from well-meaning individuals, and also considering the remorse shown by the people involved. Moving on, the Nigerian Corrections State. The Assistant Controller General of Corrections in charge of medical services, Dr. Glory Essien, highlighted the harsh reality of incarceration and its impact on mental health during her address to the panel. In another report, the former Vice President, Atiku Abubakar, has accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of weaponizing anti-corruption agencies to pressure opposition leaders into defecting to the All Progressives Congress, APC. He spoke against the backdrop of the detention of former Sokoto State Governor Senator Aminu Tambuwal by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, over alleged fraudulent withdrawals to the tune of 189 billion naira. Atiku, in a statement posted on his verified Facebook page yesterday, lamented that the EFCC has been turned into a political tool. But this has also sparked a lot of reaction because a lot of people have said that Atiku Abubakar knows better because it's something that they all get to use while in office. But whatever the case is, we just want justice to be served, and all of this politicking should be left to politicians. But more stories in the news says the EFCC responds to Atiku Abubakar's accusation, as the EFCC has responded to Atiku Abubakar's accusation, saying it is not partisan and handles all corruption cases equally, regardless of political ties. The statement, signed by Dele Oyewale, head of media and publicity, said its investigations were guided by evidence, not politics. It said that fraud is fraud, corruption is corruption, regardless of the persons involved, and that there is no sacred cow, protected interest, or partisan consideration in the investigation and prosecution of corruption, Oyewale says. But these are the stories in the news at the moment. That's all we can take for now. To be a part of the conversation, we'd like you to please call in or text us through WhatsApp on 090-447-32605. 090-447-32605 is the number to call in or text us via WhatsApp, and you can also follow us on social media at VOPTV Live. You can use the hashtag to be a part of this conversation with People's Voice on VOPTV. And on YouTube, we have Voice of the People TV. Kindly hit the subscribe button, and together, let's make our voices heard. That's all we can take for now on the news stories. We'll be back after this break to have a detailed discussion on the proposed political solution to Nnamdi Kanu's trial liability, and of course, how things might change if this is being implemented. Please stay with us.
Good morning. It's the start of a beautiful day. Or start your day right with a healthy dose of news, fun, and inspiration. Join us on VOP this morning for the latest news, trending topics, and uplifting stories to set your day on the right vibe. From news and current events to lifestyle and entertainment, you are covered.
VOP this morning, 8 a.m. Monday through Friday.
Everybody keep watching Voice of the People. All right? Love you all.
Hello, sweetie. What's going on? My name is Kiki. Keep watching VOP TV. Thanks.
Hey guys, what's going on? Olumide Oru, the Fresh Prince of Lagos here, and this is VOP TV, guys.
Hello guys, I want you to please keep on watching VOP TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hafiz Oyetoro. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Shout out to VOP TV.
Very big shout out to the fans and lovers of VOP TV. My name is Tayo Faduro. I'm an actor that you are gonna live to love. Keep watching. Cheers.
Hi everyone, so shout out to VOP TV.
Hi, my name is Tosin Mohammed. I'm a gospel artist. Keep watching VOP TV.
Almighty Father, you are the mighty Redeemer. We've come to worship at your feet, oh Lord. This is Ayotunde Adejimo, chilling with you on the Voice of the People TV. Don't touch that remote. You are where God wants you to be. Listening to the Voice of the People TV.
The Bible says we should give thanks in all circumstances, and all circumstances include the good times and the bad, the high times and the low, the times when everything look as if they are going well, and those times when Enugbe, the ground is dry like the sand in the desert. Those times when you feel like giving up, you should give thanks still. My name is Jeff Melu, and I'm a gospel poet, and you should keep watching VOP TV. Don't touch that dial.
Yes, sir. Kábíyèsí Olúọ̀run, we were born to give you twale, to give you worship. People of God, you are watching Voice of the People TV, and my name is Flo Rocker. I encourage you to listen to things of the gospel. You know, we live in a very perilous times where there are some things you watch on television, you will lose faith, you will lose God. Keep your eyes on Voice of the People TV and remain blessed. Flo Rocker says so.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get drive! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People Television, Don't just react, understand. The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as it is hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
Oshodi is a vibrant, bustling district in Lagos, Nigeria, known for its energetic mix of commerce, culture, and resilience. It is a place where opportunity and chaos thrive together, reflecting the city's dynamic spirit. Before Oshodi became a symbol of Lagos hustle, it was a quiet settlement occupied by the Awori people, one of the earliest Yoruba subgroups in the region. The name Oshodi is believed to have been derived from Balogun Oshodi Tapa, a war captain under the famous Yoruba warrior Oba Kosoko. With Lagos' rapid development, Oshodi became a key transportation hub connecting different parts of the city. By 1970 and 1980s, it had become a bustling marketplace and a major stop for people traveling through Lagos. Today, Oshodi is a lively and busy place full of people, market stalls, and activities from morning to night. It is known for being the energetic heart of Lagos and a challenging area due to the crowd and traffic. Despite the chaos, Oshodi shows the strength and determination of the people who live and work there. In recent years, Oshodi underwent one of the most ambitious urban transformations in Lagos history, the birth of Oshodi Transport Interchange. This multi-terminal megastructure was designed to tame the chaos, bringing the modern transport system to one of Africa's busiest cities. Beneath the modern facade, the original Oshodi hustle lives on. Traders still line the side streets, food vendors still serve steaming plates of jollof rice, and thousands still rely on this place as the start or end of their daily journey. To the outsider, Oshodi might look like the unfiltered chaos, but to those who know its streets, its future collide all in 1 square mile of unstoppable motion. Oshodi isn't just a place on the map, it is a tattler the odds. Welcome to Oshodi, the hustle capital of Lagos.
Many thanks for staying with People's Voice on VOP Television, and apologies for that break. So here's the news story. Honorable Jude Chukwuemeka Idimogu, a former Lagos State House of Assembly member and deputy leader of Indigo in the Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress APC, has appealed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to grant clemency to Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB. This move, Idimogu believes, would restore peace and stability to the southeast region and boost the economy, which has been negatively impacted by insecurity. Idimogu also emphasized that granting Kanu clemency would be a strategic and reconciliatory move, showcasing President Tinubu's compassionate leadership. By releasing Nnamdi Kanu, the president would not only calm tension but also reignite economic activities in the southeast region, benefiting traders and the region's economy. The average Igbo man is a trader, and business has slowed down drastically in the region due to insecurity, and this can be reversed if Nnamdi Kanu is released. These are the statement of Honorable Idimogu. Furthermore, Idimogu urges President Tinubu to consider clemency as a means of promoting national unity and healing. The Southeast used to be a home to many people, but today it's plagued by insecurity. This can change with the president's intervention. Idimogu also believes that releasing Kanu could improve the All Progressives Congress APC's political fortunes in the Southeast ahead of the 2027 general elections, as it would be seen as a gesture of goodwill that resonates with the aspirations of the Igbo people. He also highlights the complexities surrounding Nnamdi Kanu's detention and the ongoing tensions in the Southeast region. He said by considering this, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may be able to address some of the underlying issues driving the unrest. And if this is done, the Southeast will never forget President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and it will bring votes, peace, and gratitude to the people. But of course, is this what the Igbo people want? Is he speaking on behalf of himself and his family, or his political affiliates, or is speaking the minds of the Igbo people? Well, it's never a one-man show on People's Voice. I'm now being joined by VOP TV in our senior analyst, Dr. Peter Anosike, to do justice to this topic. Good afternoon, Dr. Anosike. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me.
All right, Doctor, you got the details of the introduction. Of course, Honorable Idimogu was a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, and of course is the deputy leader of the Indigo in the All Progressives Congress, and is saying that so many things have been wrong that can be made right, and also trying to make an appeal for the case of Nnamdi Kanu. But like I said during my introduction, is he really speaking the minds of the people, or speaking on behalf of himself, or he just thinks that's the way to go? But let's look at the political implication of this. What potential benefits or drawbacks do you think might arise from Tinubu granting clemency to Nnamdi Kanu, considering the appeal by Honorable Jude Chukwuemeka Idimogu and the political climate in Nigeria at the moment?
Oh, you are missing one name there.
Okay, what's the name?
Omobawale.
Okay, Honorable Idimogu Omobawale. That was because he was contesting in Lagos State.
And
he won an election. He was a member of the House of Assembly. Doctor, what does the name have to do with his position?
In 2015, I have to leave my house in Satnais town to sleep at Agor because of Jude.
Jude Omobawale.
Yes. Understand? I have to leave my house in Satnais town to come to Agor to sleep Thursday, Friday because of Idimogu when he contested under PDP. And do you know who was his opponent then?
Who?
Ajumonde's son.
Ajumonde's son?
Henry Ajumonde.
Oh, Ajumonde's son was.
Yes.
Wow.
Was
they were contesting together, really?
Yes.
And who won the election?
Jude.
The Igbo factor.
Understand me?
I like this.
So understand?
Right.
So that I brought out that name Omobawale because you say is he speaking that for Ndibo or whatever. So he just come back from the United States. So he cannot tell you that he has gone to the East in the last 5 years.
Wow.
Understand?
So where do you think this conversation is coming from?
No, he has told you what he wants. Understand? So I don't want to talk about the messenger. So let us talk about the message. Right. Yeah. So I believe strongly that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will reduce the tension in the Southeast. It will reduce the tension in the Southeast, understand? Or there will be more peace.
It's going to reduce the tension in the Southeast.
It's going to reduce the tension
but
in the
releasing him does not guarantee insecurity will be written off.
There are criminals in the Southeast now.
Right.
There are armed robbers in the Southeast. They have been there before Nnamdi Kanu.
Right.
Nnamdi Kanu coming out will not stop an armed robber from going to rob. Because Nnamdi Kanu is not going to provide him or her food.
But with the fact that the tension will be reduced, don't you think that a lot of these things will go down too? Because trust me, yesterday we were talking behind the scenes and I was saying something that a lot of evil has been rigged in that region because They just want to believe that, oh, it's the IPOB, oh, it's
So,
ESN.
that's what
so once
that's-
it's out, don't you
so-
think that even people that have been hiding behind all of this to
That is
perpetrate
what I'm
evil
saying.
would,
That's some criminal elements, some armed robbers, some kidnappers masquerade as IPOB members.
exactly.
Understand me? So if Nnamdi Kanu is out, understand, nobody can now go and commit any crime and claim to be an IPOB member. So anybody that is caught committing anything should be held on his own personal account. So releasing him will reduce tension in the southeast. At least even this sit at home, they say that they are doing on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, which Nnamdi Kanu has said that he is not in support. Will also stop because he is out. You cannot say that you are doing a sit at home because of Nnamdi Kanu. Understand me? So it's going to reduce the tension very, very well in the southeast.
Okay, let's look
but,
at this.
What I'm not comfortable with, which is where Idimogu is going, it's just that it's going to show up vote for Tinubu.
That was why I said,
Understand me?
I said it that is he speaking on behalf of himself?
He's speaking-
Political
It
affiliation?
is because of his political affiliation, and also right now he is jobless.
You said he just returned from the US.
Yes, now he had no job now. He was in the assembly for 2 terms.
8 years.
Yes, 8 years.
So he must
Under
have,
the first one, he ran under MPDP, then crossed over to APC in 2019 and finished in 2023. So now he's not doing anything.
Doctor, that's from your own account.
No. He's moving across here. He's also just across. So he's not somebody that I read about that's a paper.
So you are very sure about that.
That's what I mean.
But really, let's talk about the security issues again. Do you think that Nnamdi's release might impact the security dynamics beyond IPOB now, beyond people masquerading under the name of IPOB or ESN to perpetrate evil, particularly in the light of IPOB's activities and the existing tensions? There are a lot of people who have plans to expand their business. Growing up, I know a lot of people go to Aba for businesses. I remember the Onitsha market days as a child. But all of these things, it's not as if the economic activity there is totally down. But, there's this thing about reports and how it affects external people coming to do business with them.
This is psychology. Nobody puts it there and nobody can take it away. Just that fear, that there's no peace. It's going to affect whatever you are doing. So one good thing about Nnamdi Kanu's release is that nobody would do anything and claim to be an IPOB member. Do you understand me? But if Nnamdi Kanu is out, nobody can go and shoot anybody and claim I'm IPOB.
But do you think he will be able to control even the IPOB members when he returns?
Most important thing is that he is out. Nobody is now doing anything to secure his release. Whoever is doing anything is doing that thing that's on his own account, not on Nnamdi Kanu's own account. Understand me? But the truth is that a lot of these IPOB members are jobless. Understand me? They have no job doing. And there's no way Nnamdi Kanu can be feeding every person.
Exactly.
So those people will still have to look for ways to eat.
So that's where I'm going. Let's assume that it's been released and all of these suggestions are taken up by the presidency and whatever political solution has to be done is in place. Do you think that there should be measures or any arrangement for some of these IPOB members on how to maybe empower them?
That should be,
because that is an army that we should look out for.
That should be discussed, even though most of those things have been influenced, exaggerated. And this army is nowhere. Understand me? this thing to me is mainly a spirit. Understand? I use that to tell people that Biafra is a can-do spirit. Understand? And not a kind of geopolitical zone. Understand? That Biafra is a can-do spirit. That you know that you can survive under any circumstance.
So for you, they will be fine.
Understand? But some people are not taking it to be a geographical space. Understand? So that's where me and these people differed.
Okay.
Understand me?
Yeah.
I said to me, Biafra is a spirit, it's a mentality, survival mentality.
Right.
Understand me? When forces are gathered against you, you dismantle them and you survive. That's what I call Biafra. That's a mentality, a mindset. But some people feel that it is a particular space that maybe southeast.
Okay.
Understand?
So for you, it's not limited to that region.
No.
It's a mindset for people that are willing to survive regardless of the situation.
Tupac said to live is to struggle, and that is Biafra for me.
All right. Let's talk about the humanitarian grounds here. What humanitarian considerations might support granting clemency to Nnamdi Kanu, and how might this decision also align with efforts to promote peace and stability beyond the region now? Like you said, you already established the fact that this is a mindset thing for people who are going to survive regardless. And of course, this spreads beyond the shores of Nigeria now. It's for people that I am Biafra, I stand for this thing, and I know that I will survive regardless. So how can this decision align with efforts to promote peace and stability across board for everybody that believes in the Biafra movement?
The issue is this: those who have fully identified themselves as IPOB members, I feel if Nnamdi Kanu is released today, he should also try to make case for them.
Exactly, because it's beyond him already.
That's empowering them. Empowering them, understand? Because a lot of the time, these people need some hope. Understand? When we actualize this, you will be this and that.
Exactly.
Understand me? When Owazurike, the Masab founder, was living at Agunejika, understand? Ijesha here.
Wow.
I used to be his main man. Understand me? So when I'm going to his house, I see a boy standing at the gate with a faded suit. Understand? They'll use rubber that to tie their shoes. Understand? Owazurike will be telling them, when we actualize Biafra, you people here are working, will be ministers and so on and so forth. Understand me? So
we need to protect you, doctor. You are a national.
So Owazurike himself told me that since I'm a journalist, I will become the information minister, but that I have to pay to be a member. I said, but we need to call him chief. I said, chief, but I didn't pay to become a Nigerian. Why should I pay to become a Biafran? Is that they have identity, they have a membership card.
Right.
I didn't pay for all those things in Nigeria. Why should I now pay to become a Nigerian?
But it's about you investing in the future that you believed in. So you didn't pay anything?
I didn't pay because I have checked. I asked him, for me, I know that Owazurike is deceiving those boys.
Wow.
Because one, he lives in one-story apartment, understand me? And when I come, his wife will take me through his garage upstairs. We'll go there and talk and come back. But the impression that other people have, those working for him, is that Owazurike is in UK.
Oh, that's those men at his gate. He was actually in the building.
He used to be in the house. He will give those people the impression that he has gone to Washington, he has gone to UK, he's talking with the British Prime Minister, he's talking with the US President. Why he is holed up in his house.
So beyond empowerment, don't you think that these people that believe in this, I mean, the followers, also need rehabilitation? Because it's going to be a lot of disappointment for them.
Well, they have wasted a lot of their time on this. Somebody who's supposed that to learn one skill or the other, say, I'm fighting for Biafra, I'm fighting for Biafra.
Freedom.
Around the 2006, I asked Owazrike, assuming you get Biafra now, that time Chimoroke Nnamdi was governor of Enugu State. Then Achike Udenwa was governor of Imo State. Okay. So I asked him, so if you get Biafra now, would the governor of Imo just vacate the government house for you to stay? Or would the governor of Enugu vacate government house for you to stay? So I was seeing what those people are not seeing. Understand me? I was seeing what those people are not seeing. Let me now tell you a particular case which angered me. Igbo women wrote a petition to Queen Elizabeth.
Wow.
Understand?
Okay.
Marginalization and so on and so forth. So when the letter got to Buckingham Palace, the secretary of the palace signed an acknowledgement, stamped it, Buckingham. Understand me?
Right.
Was showing people that Queen Elizabeth has signed for Biafra. See her stamp.
Deceiving the people.
Deceiving the people.
So where is this man now?
He's in Imo State. Understand?
Okay. Let's look at the legal framework.
And it's from that Mossab that Nnamdi Kanu broke away from and formed the IPOB.
So Nnamdi Kanu had a relationship with the...
Nnamdi Kanu was in charge of Radio Biafra, which was an organ of Mossab, yes. So Nnamdi Kanu was in charge of communication under Owazrike. Understand? But why Nnamdi Kanu is more acceptable now is because, one, he's in UK. Then, understand? This gives a kind of understand, yes, inferiority complex. And again, his father was the king of my town. Me and Nnamdi Kanu come from the same Ibeku. He's from Afara Ibeku, I'm from Amuzuku Ibeku. So his father is the king then.
So if Biafra happens now, Doctor, you might just be the chief of staff.
So wait, so his father is the king then. So the idea is that his father is the king. He doesn't need money. He's not doing this for money.
Right. So people believe that it was a genuine struggle.
Understand me, yeah.
All right. We still need him. I mean, all of these trials, we need everything to end regardless. Let's talk about the legal framework, like I said earlier. What legal or constitutional positions would need to be considered if the president were to grant clemency to Nnamdi Kanu, and what precedents might this set for future cases? One,
I have said it and I maintain it. I want court to discharge Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu is discharged and acquitted. That is what I want. That's my wish. I don't want tomorrow for anybody to be stopping that I release Nnamdi Kanu. So taking this glory. I don't want anybody that to be saying, if not because of me, Nnamdi Kanu would have died in prison. Understand? So that is my own wish. I want the court to discharge and acquit him because government has no strong case against him. That's one. Then on the other one, there's provisions in law that can be used to ask him to go. Okay. And that provision that was used when those child protesters were that police charged for terrorism. True. Understand me? Tinubu can use that to free him. Understand me? Tinubu can use that to free him. Because the militants in the Niger Delta we are carrying guns. We are shooting policemen. We are shooting soldiers. Understand? And when you kill a soldier, you have declared war on the country, because that's the people that you must not kill. Those military personnel, because their duty is to protect the nation.
True.
So when you kill a soldier, you have declared war on that country. So the militants declared war on Nigeria and Nigerian soldiers. Yet they were told to submit their guns, and they were given some amnesty. Some are now engineers, some are now doctors, and so on and so forth. Understand?
Right.
So it's not going to set any negative precedent.
Okay.
Understand me? This is not going to be the first time that this thing is
government is coming into agreement with people. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about national unity and, of course, healing across board. So that takes me to the last question on the topic on national unity. So how might granting Nnamdi Kanu Clemency affect efforts to promote national unity and also reconciliation, which is most important, particularly in the context of ongoing tensions and divisions in the country? You've made a great example of the Niger Delta. Reconciliation is very important in all of these things. It's not just about releasing him. So
because now some people are saying due to Nnamdi Kanu, what was done to Sunday Igboho. Understand? So some people are already reading marginalization, discrimination. Understand? But Socrates said, do unto that's others. Understand?
Right.
So people are saying, what you have done, I have mentioned the Niger Delta,
right.
And some people are saying Sunday Igboho, that Sunday Igboho was also calling for separation.
He didn't have any backing, actually.
Hmm?
He didn't have the backing of any of the Yoruba or Afenifere society. He was all by himself. And of course,
Akintoye was backing, Professor Akintoye was backing him strongly.
The evidences on Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho do not have any records of that. I followed Sunday Igboho for the cause of, for that particular cause. And at the end of the day, he was dead on arrival. Because if you say you want to protect your people because Fulani herdsmen reportedly killed people, and at the end of the day, you just wake up one morning disrespecting the kings, disrespecting everybody, that is not what Yorubas are known for, no matter what happens.
Which people are known for
I can't,
that?
You see, when you were talking about Biafra, I didn't have any input. I could only respond to your questions. I could only ask questions and get responses. But so on Sunday Igboho, Yorubas are not known for people that would disrespect authority because you want to claim a position. So whatever Sunday Igboho was doing and whoever was backing him was nothing that identified or upheld the values of Yoruba people. So it was dead on arrival. Let's move on from that topic, Doctor, and we'll go on a break now. When we return, we'll come to talk about Peter Obi's position on hunger and poverty in Nigeria, as he has raised concern about the alarming rate of this and how it's affecting millions of people across the country. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with People's Voice on VOP television. Yes, it's time to talk about something that affects a lot of Nigerians, and beyond politics, this might just be a genuine concern from the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate and former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, who has raised concerns about the alarming rate of hunger and poverty in Nigeria, affecting millions of people across the country. According to the United Nations, approximately 34 million Nigerians will face acute food insecurity, while about 63% of the population, roughly 133 million people, live in multidimensional poverty. The key issues driving this crisis include food insecurity, with 34 million Nigerians facing acute food shortages, and multidimensional poverty, which affects 133 million people who lack access to basic needs. Inflation is also a major concern, with rates nearing 30%, impacting purchasing power and economic stability. Furthermore, unemployment and economic mismanagement have contributed to the decline of the middle class and increased poverty in the nation. To address these challenges, Peter Obi emphasized the need for disciplined leadership, sound economic policies and investment in human development. This includes implementing policies that promote economic stability, reduce waste, and also prioritize education, healthcare, and poverty reduction initiatives. A successful example, according to Peter Obi, is similar challenges that have been seen in Argentina's recent experience. Within 2 years, Argentina's poverty rate decreased from 52% to 38.1%, and extreme poverty fell to 8.2%. He said this was achieved through cutting waste in governance, prioritizing economic stability, and investing in human development. By adopting similar strategies, he suggests that Nigeria can potentially address its hunger and poverty challenges, restoring dignity to its citizens and promoting economic growth. I still have with me in the studio Dr. Peter Anosike. Doctor, there we have it. It's no longer news that a lot of Nigerians are struggling, and of course, poverty rate is on the rise. So, given the current economic challenges facing Nigeria, how realistic is it to expect a significant reduction in poverty rates in the short term, and what factors do you think might influence the outcome?
I was a member of World Bank team on on MDG and SDG.
Okay.
Understand me? And I have raised concern about these figures. Understand? Because I was part of it. How these figures are generated, I've told them that this is not accurate.
Okay.
What they are doing is a desktop research. Understand? I have followed them and do this. I said, this is not the correct stuff.
When you say desktop research, for the sake of our viewers, what do you mean?
Now, just staying in your air-conditioned office, understand? Now doing a kind of sampling.
Okay.
Understand? A kind of sampling. I was with them to Delta State when Emmanuel Udagan was the governor. And Emmanuel Udagan then has a kind of a law that any child that's supposed to be in school that is at home, that the parents should go to 6 months imprisonment. So we're now trying that to get the number of out-of-school children in Delta State. They say we should do desktop research. I told them that it cannot work.
Needed physical.
We need physical. We need to go to the rural areas.
Right?
We need to go to the schools to check their register. In 6 months ago, how many students do you have now? How many do you have? Understand me? I told them that they said that that they don't have resources that to do all those things. So
how did that go? Were you able to do that?
They said that they don't have resources.
For that.
It, understand me? Yes. So when Agatu was the Agatu massacre, when Samuel Autumn, we also went to Benue. Understand me? Now the idea is to get the number of affected people. They said that we should do desktop distance. I said it's not possible because they took us to the houses that we are born.
Right?
You say we should do desktop a father and their mother. I said, excuse me, how many children? Understand me? I said, how many children do they have? This is what will enrich our file, not by sampling. So imagine saying that only 34 million Nigerians have a food shortage. You are definitely, would you say that it is true?
No, they're saying that 133 million
are into multi-dimensional poverty.
Right.
But that only 34 million has a food shortage.
Food shortage.
34 million. You believe that?
So what statistics are you working with? Or what are your thoughts? How are you reacting to that?
I'm trying to say that World Bank, IMF doesn't give the exact figure.
So are you saying it's higher than that or it's lower?
It is 3 times higher than that.
What's the population of Nigeria to start with?
220 million.
Desktop results?
220 million.
What data did you use to get that? Because a lot of people have argued this too.
The last census,
that we are not even up to 220 million.
No. The last census was in 2006. Understand? And then the population that they give the figure that was agreed, then I say agreed because it wasn't exact. Understand me? We were about 125 million.
So what's the standard for us to say that this is how much we have grown over the years?
No, that's from 2006.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. From 2006, if we were 120 something million, and today we are saying that. So we must have. That's your thought. We must have. So from that time, 2006, I was in the university. That's 2006 to 2020 will have been another
20 something years.
Yes. So if you say that in 2016, that's 10 years. This is like 19 years now.
19 years.
So in 19 years, you believe that 100 million people have been added to the population. People were not dying.
No, the number of births.
Exactly, because I basically
the number
did not.
Of births
basically did not. The thing about always attributing this thing to the North is not even the best thing to do, because I agree with those analysts that have said that there is no fact that can be, that can confirm that Nigeria has grown up to 100 million between 2006
that's
to
what
2025.
I say about. I said we are about 250 million.
You just said that, doctor.
I say about 220 million.
It's going to take me to the next question. With 133 million Nigerians living in multidimensional poverty, what are the most pressing needs that must be addressed before reducing poverty levels, and how can these needs be met effectively?
For me, the most important issue to address is insecurity. That's the most important issue. If you say food, if you say agriculture, Tinubu had declared state of emergency on agriculture.
Right.
Who will go to the farm with the herdsmen everywhere?
So insecurity.
Should be the number one.
Right.
So if insecurity is not be removed totally, even in America, guys are still shooting others. So if it is reduced drastically,
right,
people will start going to their farms. Understand? When people go to the farms, we will start having food. Understand me?
Right.
Then followed by energy. Okay. That's electricity. If you have an affordable and steady power supply, a barber can do his business. Vulcanizer can do his business will begin to sprout.
Energy
grow.
is not something that is actually cheap in most parts of the world. Would you suggest that the government subsidize power for people?
The headquarters of IMF is in New York. In New York, they have cheap energy for low-income earners, which is subsidy. So if where IMF has its headquarters, there are subsidy. Why can there be subsidy in this country?
Subsidizing for a particular class of people.
Yes,
so
now.
in a situation where we're just arguing about our population now. So how do we know now? So how do we know who and who fall into the category of those that should enjoy the subsidy?
In Nigeria,
I remember on a breakfast show on the Saturday, you were the one talking about how you believe that some people will automatically reduce their ages, and a lot of people will automatically increase their ages.
The
vulnerability, everybody will start claiming vulnerable. I remember you were analyzing this same power issue.
In Nigeria, we just have two people, the rich and the poor. That's what you have in the country, the rich and the poor.
So, okay, a lot of poor people, actually more poor people than the rich. But how might the current food insecurity situation in Nigeria affect 35 million Nigerians? How might the current food insecurity situation affecting the 34 million Nigerians, according to the World Bank, impact the overall poverty rate? And what are the potential consequences if this is left unaddressed?
One, it needs to society vices, understand? Out of school children, understand? Unwanted pregnancies.
Okay.
Young girls who will be just because of just something that to eat, understand me? Then this increase in crime. Understand me? These are the consequences of all this.
So all of these things need to be addressed. But considering the scale of poverty in Nigeria at the moment, and according to this report, what are the potential risks and challenges associated with implementing initiatives aimed at reducing poverty? And how can this risk be mitigated to ensure successful outcomes?
That's what I'm telling you. The major one is insecurity. That's the major one. The major one is insecurity. When you reduce insecurity, the problems in Nigeria is 50% solved.
All right. Thank you very much for your response, Doctor. We've totally, we have used up the time and we've